I think I put my hair in the sweet heat sauce. Actually, cheese. Hey guys, welcome back to our channel.
Back at it again with another video. We got a little Popeyes in the building.
Wait, what?
I forgot our drinks.
Wait. Today is a treat day and I'm so excited for this, so. A little Popeyes.
What'd you get?
Okay, so I got the 5-piece chicken tenders, onion rings, fries, and the biscuit.
I got a 3-piece chicken thighs.
I can't wait to see what it looks like when it's done.
Cajun fries, mind your business, and coleslaw. But anyway, let's get into it. Why are we doing this video?
Because I got a boob job about 2 weeks ago, and a lot of people have been curious about it, so I figured we would talk about it while we eat some Popeyes. Okay, so I got it done on January 13th. I have high time anxiety, so I woke up before Chantal, obviously. She had to take me to my surgery, and she was already stressed because I was waiting with my coat at the door while she was still sleeping.
There's nothing more alarming than waking up with the person at the end of your feet just like
ready to
tapping their toe.
I was like really stressed, so I was just like already ready to go. So we go, she drops me off, walk in. Everybody's like super friendly for like 7 a.m. like shockingly friendly. And then yeah, so we go in, he does all the markings, just tells me what's gonna go down kind of thing. So honestly, I walked in and kind of felt like I was at a spa. Everyone was just like so warm and like they're like offering me a robe, like being so sweet. And I'm like, okay, I was anxious, but like now I'm feeling kind of cool.
They give you a leg massage now?
Yeah, they do. They do. So we go into the nurse walks me into the OR, and then he's like, hey, just sit here, whatever. He's like, I'm gonna go get you socks. So this guy goes and gets me compression socks to put on during surgery. I'm like laying on the bed. I'm not joking. I literally did not warn this guy at all that I have cankles. So then the guy, he's grabbing the socks, and you know compression socks are really, really, really tight. So I'm lifting up my leg. I'm literally watching this guy dead ass struggle to put them over my heels and my ankles. He's like yanking my whole freaking body. I felt bad for the guy, honestly. I was like, do you want some help? So after the little leg massage, they're like trying to be like super nice because they know I'm a little bit anxious. He's like, why do you have no color in your face? Like, you look really stressed. I'm like, yeah, I'm kind of stressed. So then he's like, oh, can I play a little music for you? I'm like, oh, that's so kind, but it's okay. No. Yeah, it's all right.
Let's get to it.
Let's just get to it. So then the anesthesiologist, wow. He is looking at me, he's like, you're good, whatever. He puts the IV in, like the first IV in, and then the other nurse comes around and he's like, just put your arms out like this. And I'm like all right,
on the bed?
Literally. And then he's like, all right, we're just gonna like strap you in. And I'm like, like, wait, what's happening? Like, I actually got so stressed. So he starts wrapping up both of my arms. And it's just basically, so if you wake up during surgery, you don't panic and like move. But like, when you're like laying there, you're already like nervous. It was like scary. And then
it's a weird feeling though, right? Because they're like the kindest people that you were telling me.
They're literally so nice. Like everybody was super like they were just worried about like how I was feeling and stuff. And it's their job, like they have to do that. So I was just like, I was trying to just trust the process. And then they put the blanket over me. I'm like ready, I'm getting stressed because I'm really scared of like anesthetic. So the guy, the anesthesiologist, was hilarious. He was like looking at me, he's like, all right, we're just gonna go for a little nap. Sweet dreams. And then he was like, I'm gonna put the IV in.
Movie.
Literally, he goes, sweet dreams. I'm like looking up like this. As he's putting it in, I was like, I'm not feeling anything, I'm not feeling anything. It was through the IV. And then all of a sudden, my body felt cold. I felt like I was dying. I was like, wee. And then I literally,
good night.
Oh, cold, gone. Okay, so then after, I wake up and I'm just like in like the recovery room. And I have a nurse sitting beside me. She was so kind. I don't remember her name, but she was super sweet. And she was just checking on me. I was just waking up every now and then, just kept falling asleep. So then they tell me that they contacted Chantal.
Meanwhile,
Chantal's sleeping.
Back at the ranch.
So
I took a little stress nap.
good thing it literally took me so long to wake up, thank God.
So I was really stressed for Paige, and I kind of threw up on the way home from dropping her off, so I slept it off.
Literally. And they were like just telling me, they're like, yeah, we just spoke to her on the phone, like she's gonna come right now. I was like, all right, like ready to go. I'm like sitting up and like feeling a little nauseous. I'm like, all right, this could be interesting. So we had to drive like all the way back to where we're from. It was like an hour and
It's like 2-hour drive, yeah.
2-hour drive. And then, so yeah, she's like getting me in the wheelchair. I'm ready to go downstairs. Chantal's like gonna come pull up and like pick me up. So as like I'm on the way down, I remember whispering to the nurse, I'm like, just make sure she doesn't record me. I said it in the smallest voice ever.
I had to whisper it just now?
I had to whisper it, yeah. I had to just like set the story, set the mood, you know? I literally whispered and she was just like, oh, she's like, it'll be funny, it'll be like a good memory. I'm like, no, she'll use this against me. I was actually so stressed.
Yeah.
But
she knew in the back of her head. Every time I've gone to the hospital for a migraine, she's recorded me a million times over.
I'm about to take a bite of this biscuit and I feel like I'm not gonna be able to tell the rest of the story. Should I take it now?
Make sure it's choking. Okay, go. Choking hazard.
Why is it so good though?
Yeah, like you essentially slept that entire night. Like I think I just spent 2 days alone because she would literally be like, wake up, and I'd be like, what movie do you want to put on? She'd pick it, and then her eyes would just roll back.
Flash forward to about
yeah,
3 days.
On
my third day. I was literally so excited to like have a shower.
As was I, because I couldn't hear one more day about how greasy her hair was.
And then I was like, okay, I get to shower, just like have some like independence. Chantal doesn't have to pick everything up for me. I can shower. They told me I can shower.
So of course I sat right outside the bathroom door because I really didn't trust her.
Literally, she did not. She's like, are you sure? I'm like, yeah, like they said it was fine. But meanwhile, I didn't eat anything and it was like 4 p.m. and I had like all the medication in my system still.
Of course she left that out when I needed to help her.
When she asked if I was ready for a shower, I'm like, yep, so ready. So get in the shower, I have like the hot water on, I'm running the thing and I start washing my hair. I'm feeling like normal. And then all of a sudden I'm like, Chantal, I'm getting super tired.
And I was like, tired? I don't know about tired. So
she comes in the bathroom and I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna sit down. And that's like literally all I really remember. So.
Right. And then all the blood left her face and ears and arms and toes. And she was like sprawled on the bathroom floor. I'm like, great. You threw an absolute fit. I'll just say that is the nicest way to put it. She's fully naked, sprawled on the floor. I'm like feeding her crackers. She's like taking one bite, throwing them. I'm like, what kind of mess did I just walk into?
Yeah, honestly, that was tragic.
Thankfully, like we had one other friend at the house that day because I don't know how I was gonna get her off the floor.
Yeah, actually it would have been so bad. Yeah, I don't know how you would have lifted me. I was like dead weight.
Yeah, and you were fighting me, so.
Literally. Yeah, she's like, you need to put your bra on. I was like, I can't.
Well, my luck, if she didn't put the bra on, I would have picked her up, a stitch would have bust, it just would have been a mess. I was like, I'm not picking you off this floor until that's on.
I know my surgeon is thanking you deeply for this.
So, we get her up and pour her into the bed.
Like lay down, I can feel, that's when I could feel everything again. All the blood went back to like my face. I could feel it. That would have been the only thing though that was like extremely bad. Like through the whole recovery. Like that was like the worst I felt. And that was me, that was me.
For preparation.
That was all on me.
That would have never happened if you ate something that day before you showered. To clarify, you weren't on heavy medication.
No.
Like this wasn't like a sedated person. This was like, she's on Tylenol.
Literally.
Making conscious decisions.
So a lot of people have reached out that know that I got the surgery done and they just had like some general questions. So we figured as a part of our story time, we would just throw a couple Q&As in here just so I can answer some of the questions that people had for me about my experience.
So when did you decide that you wanted to do implants?
I've literally been thinking about doing a boob job since I was like 14.
How did you find your doctor?
So actually, I've been looking around for some time, but I came across this one influencer from Toronto. I sent her a DM essentially and asked her where she got hers done, and she told me Edelstein Cosmetic in North York, and she went to Dr.Jindal. So I looked it up. I like was interested in like researching more about the clinic before I called, and I just like the vibe.
I know a lot of people ask, like, is it over the muscle, under the muscle? Like, does he decide that? Who decides that?
He decides that. So like, basically when you go in, he's gonna like examine you and tell you what's best for your body. So that's actually something I didn't know either. I didn't even know it was a choice. I didn't know that I would have the option, but he basically told me it's probably best if we go under the muscle for my boob job. So he was the one who decided that for me.
Who decided like size-wise? Because it's weird with COVID, like typically, I would like to think that I would have gone in with you and
I know. It would have been so fun.
No.
So then we could like record the whole process, but
Super unfortunate.
I know. So like size-wise, I had no idea, honestly, what size I really wanted. I kind of just went in blind, but I told him, I don't care to have like really big boobs. I just really want like a good shape.
Wait, so he just eyeballed and picked a size?
Yeah. So he literally-
You didn't try anything on?
I did. I tried on. No, yeah. So basically he just like looked at me and I just said like something that fits my frame. So then he's like, all right, I'm gonna write down these sizes, and my nurse, Kim, is gonna like get you to try on all these sizes, see what you think is best. So I went in the next room with her, and she just basically showed me all the sizes that he had picked out for me. And then she said moderate is what people typically go for. So I tried on a moderate, and I tried on 310 on my left and 295 in my right, because my right boob is a little bit bigger than the left. So
was bigger.
was. So yeah, so then when I tried it on, I was like, I think this looks pretty good, but they obviously make you try it on in a bra, so it's like you don't know what it's exactly gonna look like, but I was like, I think this is like good for my body size. And she agreed. I kept asking her. I was like,
really?
Yeah, I was just like, can I get your opinion? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, normally on the second appointment, that's when like we let you know like for sure like that's the final answer. I was like, well, I want it done today, so.
Yeah, so you don't have to drive back.
Exactly.
What kind of implants are they?
So I got gel. I don't know the word exactly, but he called
gel?
them. Yeah.
Oh, there's only like saline or silicone.
Yeah, like I don't know. I think it's probably silicone gel. I don't know. I heard him say gummy bear. So if anyone's curious, just look up gummy bear and it'll tell you the exact name for it. I don't really remember, but yeah. I think he said, I could be wrong, cohesive gel. Does that make sense, that word? You don't know? I don't know. Something along those lines. All I know is I remember gummy bear, and it just like, I've seen it on other people, it looks like more real, and apparently it like feels more real, but it's up to the person's like, it's their own personal preference.
Okay. You thought. Oh yeah, so when they put it in, I only know because you always talked about like wanting to get your nipples done.
Yeah.
So most people can get like a regular boob job, and then there's different like incision points.
So basically to put the implant in, there's 2 incisions, one under each boob. So that's how he like actually puts the implant in. And then for me, I've always wanted to get my nipples done. So just so then they like matched and like they were like at the like proper height with where they're at. So basically he does his own type of technique. And it like, honestly, when I first looked at it, I was like, wow, that's really scary. I'm really scared for that.
I don't know, all you showed me was he like stitches all the way around and then pulls it like,
yeah, he literally like
a potato sack.
I'm crying. Literally that is what it looks like. And then your nipple is just left in the middle. So it's just like reducing the size of your areolas, just so that it matches like when you get a like implant in there. So
so your areola doesn't stretch with the implant.
Yeah. And obviously that's an optional thing. And he never like pushed me to get that or anything. That was something that I came in with, and he just happened to have a technique that like he's really good at doing. So he suggested that for me.
So like with the areola being done, so obviously your cost went up.
Yes.
That was like an extra.
Yeah, so basically, obviously there's always like a base, and then anything extra, they add on costs. So typically there, I think it would have cost me like 10. With the nipple reduction, it was 14,000, around there.
Which sounds like,
it sounds crazy, but honestly it's worth every penny. I literally would pay that over again just to have the amazing like bedside manner of like the surgeon and all the nurses.
couple jokes in there.
Couple jokes, like honestly, like
song of your choice. I'd love to see it.
That, and then like even just in the clinic, like when you walk in, everybody at the desk, everybody's kind, like no bad vibes. I never had one like second of like doubt with this office. Like it was like, I was like, this is definitely the place I'm gonna go to. Cause I talked to Chantal about this stuff like literally literally all the time. And this is why she's asking me the questions, because she doesn't hear any of them.
I heard the important things. Where to drop you off, where to pick you up.
Yeah, that's fair.
But honestly, your recovery time has like, it's been pretty rapid.
It's really quick, and I wasn't really
calm down. All these people that go like partying 1 second after getting their boobs in, like they need to relax.
I was gonna say, I followed like most of like, no, actually all of like his instructions.
Yeah, all of them.
Everything that he like guided me to do.
All of them. I have had to pick up everything for the past little while. And I don't know if you know me, but my little noodle arms, I'm not.
I know, normally I'm the one who lifts everything, the groceries and stuff. I'm just like watching her. You're running in and out of the house with all the groceries. I'm just like watching you like, oh my God. I'm just like, do you want help? You're like, no, you can't help me.
Really? It's like the jars for me that I'm like,
yeah, it is
when
that.
can you open a can of anything anymore?
I know, I usually am the one to do it. But yeah, no, the recovery time honestly has been really good. I'm only 2.5 weeks out, and literally I'm like in love with the look. Like I'm shocked it even looks as good as it does this like fast.
Maybe just like go through, because I can't keep track of how many scar gels and boob massages that you've had to do in the past while. Like there's just been like, it's not, I don't find it's like an extreme aftercare, but like definitely if you want a certain look after.
Yeah, it was like really good instructions. So basically 2 days before the surgery, they told me to take arnica boron. It's basically just something to help with swelling and bruising. And it was, I think it's like homeopathic, is that how you say that word? Great. So I took those 2 days before, and then they recommended the arnica boron gel. So I started putting that on after I was able to shower, and it also helped with bruising and swelling. And I found the bruising went away like within
like a few days, I feel like.
Yeah, it was literally a couple of days, and I looked, it was like yellow, and then the next day it was like completely gone.
Yeah, it was so confusing.
Yeah, literally there was nothing. I couldn't see anything.
What type of sorcery?
So I took that, and then so recently I went back for my follow-up. The nurse taught me how to massage the breast. Yeah, not like that. No. Yeah, all I know is I'm supposed to move it up, my nipples face the floor when I do it, and then that's about it. Like that's all I know about it.
Realistically, like your scarring is not,
it's so minimal.
It's like a peek. It's like a little peek at the nips.
They put on fresh tapes so you can see through the tapes now. Yeah. Before you couldn't see, there was like dried blood.
But there was like no, like you would think that there's like sutures all around the nipple. Like there's none of that.
Yeah, no. It literally
did a really good job.
He did an amazing job. Honestly, I actually can't even believe they look this good this soon. Yeah, this soon. It's really good. The next steps for me with the scars is I got Dermatix. It's basically just a gel that they recommended. I have to firmly,
I don't know if I like that word.
Firmly rub it into my scars. And I can't remember how many times, but it's written on the paper, or I'll email Kim 1,400 times.
Because she responds to you,
I know,
as if it's your first email ever, and that's a kind soul.
I know, she honestly was amazing. If someone drove me that nuts, I could never be that nice still. But yeah, no, she was awesome with that.
If there's any questions that Paige hasn't answered,
I'd love to answer them. This is my favorite topic. I've loved about like watching videos and talking about this stuff. Like whenever someone asks me a question, I'm like, yes. I say it to Chantal and she's like, cool. I'm like, no. I'm like so excited to answer it. So literally leave any questions below in the comments. I can respond to it on there.
Do not ask to see them.
Do not.
Don't wish to see them. You're going to see them.
Yeah, that's not what this video is about.
But obviously you're gonna see them in clothes.
Yeah.
Bathing suits, a try-on haul. We could get away with that.
A try-on haul for sure.
Probably get
I have to do it
demonetized,
like
but
that was like the
it is what it is.
before try-on haul, and this will be the after try-on haul.
All right, we're still getting demonetized. It is what it is.
Exactly. Well, I'm super happy for myself. I ate about 2 chicken fingers and about 10 fries, so, and I might have chewed on it the whole video.
Yeah, same. I think I ate for the whole first part of this video.
I have a really hard
Mind your
time.
business. If I had raccoon hands through the whole video.
Yeah, honestly.
I don't care.
We've
That's just how I
acknowledged
eat.
that this is what our hands look like through quarantine, and it's just like it is.
Oh,
what it
it's
is.
not about what my hands look like. It's how I eat. I already know a comment
How you pick
coming.
things apart like this?
Yeah, it is what it is.
It's a lot.
If you've had braces, you know. That's just how you have to eat.
Can't relate.
But if you want a part 2 to this video, or your questions didn't get answered, or you didn't like the way that we presented your questions, take a hike. I'm kidding. Like our video. Put a comment in the section below. And we'll just have to make another video.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching.
Thank you. Bye.